Hey, welcome, folks. It's another edition of Wednesday Night Raw. That's right, it's Roche, it's Allan, and it's Riaz. Welcome, my brothers. How are you?
Good night, Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum. We found Reyes. We found Reyes. That's the key to everything right now.
You know, this is what happened when you drink too much maple syrup. You get drunk.
I stayed quiet for the whole moment.
Because the Uber driver gave him permission. He's on a hiatus right now. That's why.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Definitely good to be on Raw. I somewhat at an unknown location, but known yet unknown. But have missed out on Raw last week. Was paying attention as it is. I follow back. I know the discussion was fantastic altogether. Great points. Tonight, nothing different in the sense that more discussions, more to better the industry that we are all part of, the industry that we all add, the industry that we're all in as it is. We may sound critical sometimes, but we also try to add a solution as to better that individual self as it is. So that no one takes it nothing personal. If we don't like something that you've done today, that does not mean that tomorrow or next week or next month, we will share the same view. It is basically to motivate you at the end of the day. I'm not perfect. Trust me, I'm not. Roche will say the same. Anna will say the same. We all learn every day as we go about. So welcome to Raw. Good night. Where are we at tonight? Actually, we're in Florida.
I'm in Florida tonight. Yes.
Tonight, Roche is in
New York.
New York, and I'm in Canada tonight. I'm in Toronto tonight.
You gotta say A.
Yeah, A.
So welcome each and every one of you joining us here tonight. And Allan, your tidbits, little views.
First off, I don't know if we're gonna have Reyes next week, so we could say happy early birthday to Reyes. Is gonna celebrate his birthday next week when we have Raw. So we might not have him for his birthday, but he'll be at a location undisclosed to many of us. So happy early birthday, brother.
Thank you.
One of the things that I definitely want to note is that Brian Mohan was in the newspapers today in Trinidad on his accomplishment with the tribute to Cinder Popo. So respect goes out to Brian and the team because that's a big accomplishment in regards to how they recognize what he's done with that song and what he did for Cinder Popo.
Great tribute, Brian. Kudos to you. Keep knocking, and I'll tell Brian this, and I'll tell every other persons who have not hit the stages yet. Brothers and sisters, don't give up. Some of us are a bit fortunate to be back on those stages. But guess what? It's not the end of the road. There are lots of events. There are lots of things to come. Keep doing your positive jobs. Keep doing your positive input. And you're going to get to that main stage. Trust me, you're going to get there. Just perseverance and never give up.
Yeah, for instance, Brian took off about eight years, and now he rebranded. Let's say he's done a lot of different stuff, and it's really been positive steps in the right direction, and definitely made a name for himself. Because I've got people messaging me all the time. When's he coming into town? This, that, to the next thing. So he's coming to a city near you.
Soon.
Yeah, and that's I just wanted to add to what Allan said there. I notice aside from we talked about Brian's song, right? But he did something post after we had the discussion on Raw and the releases. Brian has been I noticed that he's been sharing and hitting up a lot of places and talking to folks, medias about his song, and that's a great thing. He took that wave that he came in with in releasing that song, and he ride it like a surfboard. He ride it all the way, and he's still going. And I think that's fantastic. He's creating his wave.
He's definitely not sleeping on this. He's doing the work, the constant. And that's the thing that an artist needs to do. When you believe in your song and you believe in your product, it doesn't stop just there when you do your release and within that first week and stuff like that. The song is coming on to about 5 weeks now, I think it is. So, but every day, every week, he's doing the constant legwork and stuff like that. TikToks, you name it, whatever. So, and I mean, it's a good song. So, not only do
As we
we
talk on
as
that,
DJs say that, you
yeah,
yourself have to believe in it.
yeah, a few artists actually has reached out to me within the short period of time for releases. Not that I've turned down those artists, but I am forced to ask them to look at some more different avenues for now, because all our programs back again, it's running every day all together, but they're just pre-recorded and preset already. So interview basis may not fit in. However, to some of those artists who probably would have got out to me. I did tell me, hey, what, we'll get your song in the mix, but find other avenues, link up, get it out there. But I echoed the same of persistency and not a first week release and just lay back and think, hey, your song has reached pinnacle altogether. Keep doing the legwork. Keep doing the legwork, everyone, to put your music out there.
Definitely. We got to say good evening to Avi from West Indian Chutney Music that's locked in. Anil, Mr. Dunya is on. Shaman D. I know you wanted to mention something about Shaman D. Ro, you said you were going to leave it for this week. Also, we got the Naidu families locked in.
Good night, everyone. Good night,
Davey
everyone.
C.
I
Prasad
know.
has said WReaz, go and find Navin Singh. But at least we found Reyes tonight, Davey.
Well, Navin needs to find me. I messaged Navin already. We have already chit chat a bit. Navin is on that side, and I'm on that side. So he needs to come from that side to find me on this side. So Navin, big ups.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult for you to drive around in Toronto.
Hey,
Toronto is
Patricia said she's in Brampton, so she's looking for you, Reyes.
Who says it in Brampton?
big
Um,
ups in Brampton. All right, good night to the friends
Oh.
people in Brampton. Hey,
Patricia English.
I'm actually linking up with Rum Shop is throwing a party for me, boy. Yay, that's
What?
special.
Did you link up with
Yeah,
KI yet? Did you link up with him yet?
I video called Ki and I told him if he have a nice thing going on, it's best he keeps away from me. He was he was stunned and he said, Ray, we were late. I'm glad that you're in town. But I said, I'm serious, bro. If you know you have a nice thing going on, then you should keep away from me. I just tell you that. I spoke to him on Monday night.
Yes,
So
he
I'm
wants to
fine.
keep himself away from you as well. He have a really nice thing going on.
That's what I told him. Yeah, so everything is
All
good.
right, guys. So we got quite a bit going on here tonight.
Mhm.
Riaz, you took a jab, right?
I took a
You took a jab.
I took a job.
Jab. You know what's a jab?
Job. It wasn't one job, it was two jobs.
You had two?
jab.
You got to get job to get into the Canada. All right, guys, I want you to give
wow.
me before we go to the first. I want you to give me 1 minute. I have a message that I typed out and I've been copying and pasting for the last 24 plus hours.
Oh man.
Everyone wants to know, how do I get to Canada? Guys, it's very easy to get into Canada currently. Do not let the myth that you probably heard in the past scare you. And do not let the rumor mongers say otherwise. Let me start to do this in a minute. Download an app called Arrival Can. Arrive Can. It's like an immigration process. You scan your passport, your visa, or your green card, or whatever preference would you to get into the country. You scan your 2 shots of COVID. You tell them the name of the vaccine. You answer a simple few health questions: cold, cough, sneeze, runny nose, taste, smell. Try to narrow down where are you going, who are you going at, contact number for that person. If you need to quarantine with the building or house that you're in, be able to put you in an isolated room. You answer all those questions. It'll take you about 10 minutes on the app. You get your tests. Your tests will be checked at in this case, let's use JFK or whatever port you're entering, and your proof of vaccination. When you get to Canada, believe this or not, there were no questions asked. The custom officer simply said, "Good night,
Wow.
sir." I said, "Good night." He said, "Your passport." Upon he asking for my passport, I've already stretched out my passport to him, scanned it in the system. Have a good night. Have a good night, sir. Enjoy Canada. That was it.
But you had to get another vaccination because the Sputnik wasn't accepted?
You get if you come in with Sputnik, you will be quarantined. I was told if you have the approved vaccination, then you're good. So and
Okay, good.
I've also saw a couple of days ago, Dad sent me this actually, that PAHO is actually advising, and this is a decision choice to an individual. If you're up to it, you could take Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson 28 days after. You will take any other vaccine if you want to travel. That's a decision that an individual make. However, Canada has officially gone like the US. That Allan, myself, and Roche, we were asked this couple of restaurants that we went in. Canada has officially gone today for persons to ask for a vaccination card to go to places like the gym, to restaurants, and certain outdoor places. This afternoon, actually, I went to the gym where I come across in Canada. Pick up the Good Life Gym. They have checked everything for me, so they've verified it on my little cue card. So if I move from one location to one location, they don't need to ask me back. It's already been verified. It's already in the system already.
I'm glad the experience has been, painless for you. So that's very good, man. That's very good.
Yeah, this is why I decided to ask Raw for a minute, but it took maybe 2.5 minutes to share that because I've been asked this question for like more than 24 plus hours. So what I did, I typed a semi-detailed message and I copy and paste because instead of me going one question over and over.
No, but that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Reaz, Cherish said maybe you scare the people them. That's why they didn't want to stop you.
Cherish is a whole different story. She posted.
You understand what she mean by that?
A whole different story. She posted Starbucks cup with man name that we never approve of. I really need to deal with Shike. She best don't start on me tonight.
Hey, look, we got to large up the 9-time Chutney Soca Monarch King, Mr. Ricky Jai is locked in.
Hey, Ricky, glad to have you on.
We know he dropped a video last week. Probably next week we'll discuss it on Raw. But large of our girl Nadia that featured in the video.
Let me stop this here alone. I'm just gonna say this, and this is how Ricky Jai probably gonna smile. Sheriff Street. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, Reaz, you take 2 jab. You took a jab.
I took a jab. So well, jab, and then we come back, or we go jab first.
We go jab then.
All right, jab.
All right. So of course, like we said, guys, and Reaz is in the top of the program.
And good night to Nav and Ramsaran Miraj that just moved into New York. He's locked in.
White Lion.
The White Lion. Yeah, so guys, you know what? This is Raw, and we feature 2 videos each and every week. One that is substandard. These videos are, from our fans, and of course, we critique them. And today, the first video we're gonna talk about, Allan, I guess we're gonna play it for us, right?
Yeah, just go ahead and play. We're talking about the Nisha B video that just dropped earlier. I believe this week is less than a week old, right? Just a couple days.
Just a couple days old, and here it is.
Here we go.
Let's go.
जब जब बहार आई
gonna play the entire song. It's
We don't normally play that.
yeah, it's quite long.
Yeah,
So
we give it about a minute or a minute and a half, the most.
yeah, correct. All right. So my take. This is my take on the song. Um, Nisha has been one of my favorite on the stage for the longest while, and her performances has been great. This one, in comparison to her previous performance and previous video, has dropped for me. This hasn't been the best performance that I have seen of Nisha. One and second, um, the music that was done by Wizzy in this one, for me, I felt it could have been a little bit better, because in listening to the first 2 minutes of the song, all I felt like is just someone just keep tapping that same loop over and over. You know, for me, it was short of percussions and kicks in this song in comparison to the original. That's my take of this song. For me, I felt this is a subpar.
You want to go, Ray, or you want me to go?
I'll go and then I'll probably
Okay.
counter react to Roche to a little to the point.
Uh-huh.
And that's how we do. Nisha is always good. I was focusing more on the expressions of the song in terms of her lyrics and the way that she would have put the precise word in altogether. And I think she nailed it, not taking anything away out from any female artist when it comes to Bollywood tracks. But Nisha D is definitely one that is ranked to the top when it comes to this current lot of female artists. And like I said, I'm not hitting at any of the female artists, just like to be raw as it is. My point, my take was, I like, I'm glad that she's back on scene. That was first. She's been off the scene for a little while, so I'm glad that she's back out. Was it a hurry production? Was it a rush? I totally can't answer that question. But I think the normal Nishibi style of her enunciation and pronunciation and the correct pattern and the correct dialect of the words, that was there. That was my take altogether when we got this one to review it.
And I agree with that part, which is why she's one of the premier female singers, especially when it comes to the Bollywood and the covers and things like that. She's probably the leader on the female side of that generation, right? But in regards to the video, I agree with Ro because to me, Nisha is one of our most beautiful female frontline performers that's out there. But her facial expressions, the way how the camera kind of picked her up was not in a flattering way. It seemed to me that she felt uncomfortable in trying to sing the song, right? Because at sometimes it looked like her mouth was clenched. She wasn't really trying to enunciate. You feel when a person's singing the song and things like that. I didn't
That
really
could
get that from her. And
Yeah, that could probably also go back to a video edited glitch somewhere along the line. I don't know, but it brings me to make this point.
That nose ring was too big, Riaz.
It brings me, it brings me to this point that if and this goes down not just for one, this is like a general statement. Always ensure that your entire team look back at when you before you release, because you see your first release your first post will always remain. Even if you take it down, there is somebody that already screen recorded or
oh
screen
yeah,
grabbed
for
it
sure.
first thing. So production team, guys, production team, you look back at and I've said this again, I'll say it, we are not 100% experts, but we have simply observed certain things. Hence I advise anyone look back at your stuff if ever before you go ahead. And that's just a general statement as you talk about
And
production.
larger power boys, Rambros, Sunil, and VJ Rampix is on the inside. A lot of people. There's Marisa, but this is the thing, right? That we noticed because Nisha correct me if I'm wrong. She's not like Ravi. Ravi's always dropping a video, right? Nisha hardly drops a
Drop one
video.
with, just drop one with this guy. What's his name again? Crop.
Yeah,
Was
Ravi
he in
just did the Colin Croft. Is that his
Oh,
name?
yeah, the Colin one.
Right.
yeah.
But Ravi's always dropping videos, so you can see how comfortable he is when he's doing a video. To me, this looked like it was Nisha's first video that she ever did, and she felt very uncomfortable. Now, the video was done by Din, which I know she's very good with. Din is one of the top video guys that's out there. You know, he does almost all of Ray's videos is done with Din and stuff like that. But to me, it's very unfortunate because, like I said, Nisha is beautiful. She's phenomenal. I get the impression that she was not comfortable in how she portrayed herself. Her outfits were gorgeous and stuff like that, but the facial expressions, which is what captivates the audience, that's what you're looking at her. You were looking at her sing and stuff like that, and it to me it missed. She missed the mark there. That's my take from this.
Okay, I agree. All right. With that being said, we beat that horse up enough. We
Hey,
ready for the
good night.
next?
Talk with us on Facebook. All those Facebook friends. Good night to you
Well,
all. Yeah,
Patricia says she felt the same way. Um,
good
Big
night.
up DJ Vic, that's locked on. Lucy Punwa says Roshi hit the hammer right in the nail. Well, look, it's not about just hitting the target. It's just that we looked at we look at these releases, and when we say subpar, understand that subpar has a lot of variables to it. It could be a new artist coming out for the first time, and its variables are based on that artist. Or it could be an artist like, for example, Nisha, right? Who has been singing for such a long time. And now you raise the bar for yourself so high. And then you put out something, and that changes that bar
But
automatically.
but let's look at like some of the newcomers that's out there, right? You got Sonia Singh from Guyana, Elsa from Guyana. How they interacted with the camera and their videos, it seems like they've been doing it forever, right? And
Yeah.
that's what's helping their videos move a lot. And though they're not seasoned singers, they're not whatever, but you get that comfortableness in regards to how they sang their song. So that is a key thing to any one of you guys that are out there. You have to make sure a video is a portrayal of your song at the end of the day, and it cannot look like you're being forced, that it's staged and whatnot. It has to flow very fluidly, and that's a key to connect with anyone in regards to whatever kind of video production you're putting out there. So I gotta say that look like I end up seeing that Moto has a video called French Vanilla. Large of my girl Shelly that's locked in because she shared the video. Very great video, and he's on Julian promos, but he's only got like 50,000 views on a phenomenal video. So we come back to marketing, we come back to how you're connecting and stuff like that. You have to connect with that audience. So that's the difference there. So
Sally Muhammad says she agree. Absolutely, guys. And so that's that we have to look at all these different variables. And we're gonna show you another video of someone who hasn't been singing that long, and again, like Alan says, it all goes back to production. I want to large up Vikash Sahadeo locked on.
hey, larger Vikash. Look, actually, large up Shiva Mohammed. That's the brother of Brian Mohan that was in the video. He was the Nana in the video. He's locked in. So good night to him. Good night to Cynthia. So the next video that we're talking about just released.
Alan, before we jump on the next video, really quick, just a quick little thing, right? Well, what some video production choreographer have done, and I've seen Ravi have done that as well, is when you produce a song but you know that okay, maybe you're uncomfortable about the video and how the video you in the video and how it's produced. What they have done is they bring in like an actor and an actress to take part in the video and play the role, and then you come in and and things like that. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the product that you put out.
Well, videos are very costly, right? Especially out of Trinidad and Guyana and things like that. So if you're making that investment to help put out your song, because how many times have we said it?
I heard the prices rise in New York too. Heard that from few of the guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Jai and everybody's been doing a lot of videos with Nirmal. He's very costly, but you get the product what you pay for from Nirmal and stuff like that, as well as these other guys in them. You're paying to put out your product, but you have to make sure, because before it goes out, you have to review it, and you need to make sure when you look at it, did I hit every single thing? Like for instance, with the Brian, and I'll go back to Brian's on the tribute to Cinder, he looked at it a million times, and he went over in very minute details with Din on how he wanted certain things edited. Even when he sent it to me, we watched it a couple of times. Allan, you think to me it came at that point, it was perfected, but they worked on that for 2 solid weeks. So these videos, you don't just leave it up to the guy. Savita Singh is another person that tells me she sits with the person that edits her video from beginning to end. She's the one that gives the final approval. And if she's not 1,000,000% happy with her videos, it's not going out. So you got to
Allan,
do that.
I didn't mean to cut you, but I didn't want to lose that thought that you just said there. I wanted to go back there for a second. So our brother Avinash Rupchan in Guyana had mentioned this on a post, WReaz, whatever I remember, when he said, about artists sitting down with producers. Now, some producers are not comfortable with things like that, right? But why not? Why not? An artist is an artist. You are a producer. And we can have a vision, but when you work with the artists and the artists share their vision, whether it's the music production or the video production, oh my God, that expanded.
It goes hand in hand. I'll give you a little example. A very long time back when I started motor racing, my mechanic will prep the car to what he thinks that's good right there, and I will drive it. It was a bit uncomfortable, but then I was new to motor racing, so I wasn't paying the minute details into it. After about a year, I said, no, we need to fix the seat to this angle. Though the textbooks say do it like this, I need the seat like this. All right. So you guys fix it like this. Set it to my comfort. All right. I need the steering wheel this way. I'm just picking on some things. But let's try this here, this tire pressure. No, let's just lower the suspension a little bit more. I think I'm feeling more comfortable going in the turn with a little bit more. Point behind all of this in that quick comparison is that if so I sit and tweak to my likings. My mechanic built the car. He put everything together. But the little bit of details to add to my comfort, it makes it easier for me who's driving it there. So as a singer, you may probably just have this idea how you would like something to sound, how you would like it to think. Tell the producer that piece, and he said, okay, let's try it like this, try it like this, and you could come up with a formula. And I'm sure producers and singers have worked in that way. I will have to stand out in this case to give GI how I've did it in the past, and I'll say it again. I took about maybe 7 or 8 takes of Pretty Girl, right? GI said, no, this one is it. But here what happened. Do this back for me. I can keep this as a backup just in case. Because little do you know, GI was the music arranger for Pretty Girls. He also did the most of the work before the song went and mastered and mixed at Big Rich. GI did all the music for that song, the keyboards, everything, the entire project from scratch. He did that project. but he stand behind. He was in Guyana when I recorded my voice in, which was great because I had a seasoned singer, um, a one-time CSM king, and a seasoned singer to guide me. Who and I've said to this to anyone, I'm not a singer, I'm just an entertainer. And if you don't understand it, Google it, help yourself behind it, and you'll see exactly what I mean. I will stand by my word. I'm not a singer, I'm an entertainer. And but my point behind this is that GI stood there with me. Nori, this is it, but here what? Let's just do it back like this, pitch it in this note or this key, so we could try something when we go into the studio. And it worked. I had an idea what I wanted. GI had an idea what he wanted out of the song at the end of the day. And we work as a team to make it happen. So I think a team effort comes out at the end of the day as better than a solo effort.
All right, before I address that, right? So, and like what you said, and I agree with what you're saying, Ray, and I'm going to get to that in 1 second. But large up Anil Mr. Dunya, who's saying it's about money management. A percentage from each gig should go back into quality production, right? And it's such a good segue that Natasha is actually locked in, where when Ray has ended up mentioning that GI works on his music and production at every stage. He's a perfectionist, and that's why that ended up happening with your song.
Keep this, right? Pretty Girls with Di and I took a little while because we wanted to, it wasn't that, you know what, let's just rush and let's release this thing. And I'm using this as an example, not to, I'm using this as an example because it's an experience that I had. And I'm sure the GI would have done it for his songs, Ravi, whoever else. I'm just making it a reference, but I could reference the GI on this because we've been up some 2 o'clock in the morning, he playing some notes. We've been up this week. I got tied up with something and I didn't send in my vocals when I should have. It's so fortunate that GI came to Guyana and I arranged the studio time and we did the recording. So I think perfection is key, and Dunya made a good point there. As it is. Big ups to Natasha. Hope you're good. Natasha, waiting for you to hire me as GI background singer, right?
Right. We're getting some background noise from you there. But in regards to the producers part, my thing is this. If an artist is paying their money, they have a vision, okay? They go to a producer with whatever. So if an artist wants to sit next to a producer to get what they envision, right, and it's their money, a producer should not say, yo, I don't sit with no artist, anything like that. Because when this person came to you with this idea, right, they know how they want to portray this song, how they want to put it out there, and whatever. Besides that money aspect, yeah, you have some producers that you can just say, I'm going to let you go free and clear. You have full creative control and whatnot. But at the end of the day, an artist is the one, it's not going to come back to the producer at 10 years from now or whatever like that. Nobody's going to search a producer's name when they're looking for a catalog or whatever from an artist. They're going to search, you understand? Okay, they're going to search WReaz, right? He's got 10 songs 5 years from now or whatever. They're not going to search Big Rich on that song, right? They're going to search WReaz. They're going to search GI. So if an artist wants to come across and say, yo, boss, here's what, I want to sit down with you and do this. And that's what Brian Mohan had did with his song with Prince Bajman, that he wanted it to sound a certain way, and they fine-tuned and they did this and they did that and blah, 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 blah. And you do have some producers out there that'll be like, boss, here's what, you just record the vocals. When I done with it and when I want to release it, I go give it to you, right? I don't agree with that. And then there's some of them 2-3 years down the road never even get their song. You understand? Because the person did not want to release it when they wanted to. You know, they want to release it when they want to release it. It's a two-way street, and it has to be a collab.
Talking about release, anybody know the position of Randy and 5 songs that he promised me? We're already middle September. Anyway,
he's only got 3.5 months left, so I don't know where he's gonna be at that point.
Yeah, Randy Reckless, we waiting.
Still waiting, Randy.
All right, guys. Are we ready for the next song?
First in the pot.
All right. I'm gonna let Allan introduce this one.
Oh, I just want to. Natasha's saying that yes, artists need to invest not just money but time into their music, and a lot of the upcoming artists are not musicians, so they truly don't know. But Natasha, the thing is, if an up and coming artist has a vision, you have to allow them to express their vision. They might not be musicians, as well as there's some producers in them that are not musicians, but a vision in regards to the creation of something, they deserve that right. That's my say. They deserve that part.
And let them express themselves.
Right,
And that's how they learn as well, right? Because that's how
and they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got to start one way. Like Reyes just said, he wasn't a professional racer when he came out the gate, right? He learned over time, and now he's Uber Max and Uber Black level and stuff like that on the streets of New York. He's on a different level up there.
I think I'm in Canada, but I'm in Canada now.
Lakshmi says, heart to Reyes. I don't know.
Not to us. We know that's for Reyes.
That is just pure love, guys. You guys do not trouble on that.
All right. Allan, you want to introduce the next one?
Yeah, good night to Omesh Singh out of Canada. So the next song we just released.
Yo, guys, I'm going to be reaching Omesh, and Omesh has agreed for me to drive his Ferrari.
No way.
Next one is Nigel, no?
Yeah, next song is Nite. You see how he just went that on you, Ray? I'm happy you get to drive the Ferrari, bro. All right? Ro might be a little vexed.
It's jewelry. I'm meeting him, and I'm going to be driving the Ferrari soon.
All right. Don't forget about me, All right. On the jewelry.
I'll do video call you guys' name. Don't worry.
All right, here we go.
So the next song, this is done just a couple of weeks ago. We're just over about 40 some odd thousand views. Nigel Gobin calling me, produced out of Fabulous Studios. Andrew Drew out of Canada. So he's not too far from you there, Reyes, but a new young producer that put that, and mixed and mastered by Professor Bounty.
Nigel was one of the guys.
Calling man, it's calling man, yes, it's calling man. Every day I'm working, every day I'm sweating. When the weekend come, I need to take a reliever. Every day I'm working, every day I'm sweating. When the weekend come, I want a stress reliever. I'm working from 8 to 5, clocking hard to survive. Now the weekend come, I want to play. Boss man, give me my pay. The weekend calling me. Boss man, give me my pay. The weekend calling me. When the weekend come, time to drink my rum. Mama look for me. Yes, it's calling me. Link up with my crew. Time to hit that view. With somebody say, yes, it's calling me. Every day I'm getting up early, and I'm reaching home very late.
All right, guys.
I just be feeling tired. What?
Cut that there. I don't want to play the whole song because I want you guys to support the artist and go and find the songs.
Find the song. When I was looking at it, I didn't really listen to the words. I did not see nobody in the video. I just see the boss lady. I was more focused there.
So you couldn't get past Leon. All right, we know.
I did just that by Lee. I went by Lee. Yeah, because
so the video scored because that first scene you saw Leon after that.
That's it. Nigel, you could sing whatever you want to sing, brother. That's it. You approach your mic.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
Nigel just locked in. He said, "Pleasant good night."
Nigel, guess what? Good or bad song, bro? You don't get 10 out of 10. Boy, boss lady, just win it for you. No, but I took a couple of old posts for some old tracks of Nigel, and he did said new stuff is coming. So Nigel, I gotta give you credits, veteran. I gotta give you credits. I like the whole vibes in it, and he does make you get me attached to the video. Leo's husband is not watching, but now, but Nigel, take it down some brethren. I like the energy. I like the vibes, story concept. the video and whoever did it. You guys nailed it. I see you created something looking like a club. I know for sure it wasn't a club.
Correct. He didn't. He was not in a club. They created the club scene.
But I like the idea behind it, man. I like the whole club scene idea that you created all together. So take kudos on that from me.
All
All
And
right,
right,
cherish
Ro,
Alan, you want to go or you?
you go ahead, Ro, and I'll go last.
Okay, good. My take on this song is a very well production, and when I say very well production, you can hear the tassa in there. It has the cultural vibes in it. It has that chutney vibes in it. Really nice song. The vocals was done at a perfect level. You can understand the words that he was singing, and the message in the song was understandable. I got the message the minute I start hearing the song. Yes, I worked very hard. Yes, I earn my money. Boss man, give me my money because I want to go hang out. I work hard. I want to go hang out with my friends. That's the message I got right away, when I listen to the song. Then when you see the video, you see the club scene. You also see the work scene where he was working, what kind of job he was doing. You see the boss man, of course. Rheaz fall in love with the boss
Yeah, well,
man.
cherish. Don't get jealous. Cherish,
She
behave
already
yourself.
is getting vexed up there.
Cherish, relax yourself. I'm not reading your comments, so take a listen. Give me a chill break. Take a relax. Put your,
All
put
right.
your
So yeah, Alan,
star,
to you.
put your
And
star
this is what. Let me give you guys a little background history on this, right? So I got to large up Nige for going to work with Andrew as a new producer, right? And we were talking about this either today or just the other day. A lot of these young guys and them who are great producers don't get a chance, right? So here's somebody that took a chance with a new producer out of Canada, Fabulous Studio, large up Drew and his fabulous family, and they really created something phenomenal, right? Everybody's loving it, everybody's feeling it. There was actually somebody that actually told Nigel, don't do the song. And when Nigel brought it to me, I said, Nigel, yo, the lyrics in this is great. You understand? I didn't, it wasn't even about the melody. It was about what he wanted to portray. And I said, Nigel, figure out a way, go ahead and do it. And then from there, he linked up with, he's been working with Shane for many, many, many years. You know, a lot of his video production, now he's been doing videos for years now, is with Shane. And it's great video. The portrayal of what he wanted, the story was told in the video. You see, just like what Roshan said, he's working hard, you know, and these are all original lyrics. Nigel wrote this stuff himself. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I know all of this is because I am Nigel's manager. So I know the behind the scenes and the more in depth of this production. And so when we talked storyline and whatever, Nigel came up with these ideas, he hit all the nails on the head because what have we been saying? We've been doing this raw thing for almost 2 months now, right? But we've been saying it on and on. A video makes the difference in any song because a song is watched now and not listened to. For instance, Rhea stopped watching after the first minute. You understand?
There
And then
we
she came
go.
right, and she came up in other scenes again. So he probably paid attention at that point, right? But he portrayed what he wanted to, and this is where it's crucial in today's day and age right now. You have to do video production and good, not just any kind of video production. You have to do quality video production. You're selling your song is a story as it is, right? Even if you do a
Right.
Bollywood cover or whatever the case may be, you have to portray that in the correct way. And large up my boy Naiji, and definitely large him up for taking that chance to link up with Andrew. He goes by Drew out of Fabulous Studios in Canada because he helped definitely work with a young man that Drew's probably going to get some more work from other people. Going to be like, you know, the music was done very good. You know, large up Bounty for mixing and mastering. Bounty's the one who did his vocals and stuff. So Drew is going to get more work. Drew is going to get on the scene. And when we had this discussion, Bounty had told us, and I keep saying it all the time, and Ray, you know, Ravi helped put Bounty on the map. You understand? If Ravi didn't do that first song with Bounty to help bring in that EDM feel and whatever like that, there would be no Professor Bounty today, right? And Bounty had told us he used to do stuff for $8 US. And there was a man in them who did not even pay him his $8 US for production and work and things like that that he did. And today's day and age, Bounty is a household name that does a lot of production for a lot of artists and definitely is one of the staples in Ravi B's camp, in regards to Ravi goes back and forth to him. So it all starts with that first break. And I really look forward to see more and more things that's going to come out from Drew and stuff like that out of Canada, man.
Yeah, and Alan, honestly, I only looked at the video and listened to the song. I didn't look into the credits of the song and things like that. And now I'm seeing it, and the comments, every comment on the song has been great. Great comments on the song. But big up to you. I see you advise him on the copyrights and that kind of thing, which is great.
I don't play around with that stuff.
yeah, that's how you do stuff. I mean, it's licensed right. It's to the artist and everything. So I think all in all, Nigel, congrats to you. Fantastic production, and a good way, really nice way of how this was done and released. I wish, not wish, all the other artists that are up and coming, look at what an example is, copy it, and then build your own on top of it. Look at how they do it, and this video production had actors in it that was acting the role and playing all of that. So it's not like just one monotone, one artist just singing, standing in front of a green screen or a flower and just singing. All the scenes were changing fast.
Yeah, let's go to Nocketing, right? Ray used radio personalities from all over in Trinidad, but you got that feel from Ray in Nocketing with him wanting to, create that vibe scene, everybody beating a bottle and spoon and singing them old songs, So he portrayed that. You have to portray what you want to bring across and not just, if you're singing about somebody breaking your heart while you're racing a car, right? That kind of thing. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, so all in all, this was a very good production, and I certainly love it. And, Nigel, we got to talk to your manager to find out what the next one coming out.
Yeah, wait till you guys hear what's coming up next from Nigel. So, as well as Brian Mohan's next video is insane. It's already recorded. We're just waiting for after Diwali to drop it. Large up the dog man, Dolak's father.
Wait, something wrong with the mic, WReaz. Sorry,
Shivan
Allan.
Lakan is on the inside. Shivan.
Oh, the man Shiva Lakan, yes.
Good night, Shivan. He's the father of Dolak, this golden terrier, right?
They can play instrument, they can sing, and they can cook.
And take care of dogs.
The only problem though is Shivan. That boy.
Yes, that is a problem.
Yeah, that boy is the only problem.
Well, while we have the couple of minutes, you wanted to talk about, we got Shaman that's locked in. So large up Shaman D.
Hey, Shaman B, how are you?
My downfall with Shaman, that a video was not done. It's a very good song, but a video was not done. So it's unfortunate that the song is not getting the forward. Ray, we're not hearing you, bro. I don't know what happened there. Did somebody try calling you? You might have to come out and go back in. When usually that happens.
Then try disconnect the earpiece. Yeah, Allan, on that note, I have a release that's coming, and the guy contacted me. His son, very young, produced a song. Allan, when I hear the song, I was like, "Oh my God!" Tears come to my eyes.
Hold on, I think we got.
And
right?
He asked me what what I think, and I'm like, "Dude, schedule the video production right now, and if you can't do it, let me know."
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me or not?
Yeah, we hear you.
We're hearing you a little low, right? But we got you. Nice.
Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bounce out because I dedicate myself tonight. I can't miss Raw tonight. So I'm gonna actually bounce. I was gonna leave at 9, but I'll leave a couple minutes before.
Right. Are we seeing you next week, or we're not seeing you next week for your birthday?
Listen, if you tell me no, there are ways to stop you.
No, listen.
I know somebody.
He's still gonna be in Canada.
I know somebody. I personally know somebody that works for JetBlue.
Ro, here's what. Before he goes, I'm not a good singer, and Ro's not a good singer, but we gotta sing WReaz "Happy Birthday," right?
Yes. Happy
Okay.
birthday. Go ahead, Allan.
To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear WReaz. Happy birthday to you. Yes, buddy.
All right.
We can't make no song with GI and Raymond and them and stuff like that, you know, but respect him, our brother, our boy, WReaz.
I know I have
There's a tradition, Allan.
Okay.
WReaz know what I'm talking about. So for the sake of yourself, please come to New York so we can follow that tradition. It's a beer soaking, you know.
If I do that,
very
then I
cool.
wouldn't be here. Then I wouldn't be here for Rum Shop party. The Rum Shop don't make the flyer, don't do everything. Big up the Rum Shop Chronicles. It's called Everybody Love Rum, but all of a sudden it's now called Everybody Love Team MMR. So big up to my boy Rum Shop Chronicles. So this is not this weekend. This is actually the following weekend, October 2nd. So it's gonna be a post birthday. It's gonna be Rum Shop's birthday weekend, and my birthday is gonna be into next week.
Oh Lord, Father.
Hey, Allan.
I'm trying to get Ki to come to this birthday because Ki is a liberal too.
Yeah, Ki is October 6th, I think. But he's gonna be in Miami, WReaz. So just
never know where I could be.
Wendy says happy birthday.
Well, wait, hold on. No, that's what I was gonna say. Allan, ask WReaz what I told him. He told me the trip was successful. I says it's not successful until you touch down in Florida.
There you go. Shivan is saying we could call it everybody what Oras. That's what he said.
So big up. First, let me big up Rodiana and King Leo on their event that is coming up, on which Allan you're hosting that.
Make sure you're there, buddy.
All right, so we want to say again, congratulations to Nigel Gobin. Very good production.
Yeah.
And
because Ray, you know, Avi would take a drink for your birthday. He doesn't need your birthday to take a drink.
I know this. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for all the
Large
birthday
up Reshma Ramlal on the inside. All right, Ray, be safe.
All right, guys, take care and have.
So, Ro, you were saying about this production of this young man?
Yes, Nigel Gobin. I mean, you know.
No, not
yeah. So they've spent, I would say, close to a year in getting this production done. It's a English song. I mean, they're Guyanese, but they did an English song, original. Nice. And understand what I'm telling you, the violins and the orchestras, and oh my goodness, they did a wonderful production.
So when are we gonna hear this?
Do a video. I didn't do a video, so I'm like, you gotta do a video, or we're not releasing the song. So
and you know firsthand they got to do a video. Like I said, large up. Like we have Cherish on the inside. The song's a very great song. Unfortunately, the movement is not there because there's no video. Shaman is the next one. Very great song. The movement is not there because there's no video. So this day and age, look, we have Reshma Ramlal that's locked in. Fluffy is viral. You understand? Because there's a video there. I know firsthand, like for instance, Bring Your Own Bottle with Master Salim, viral because there's a video there. Anthony Batson, video for, Sally and stuff like that. So, Mr. Bihari. So videos are crucial. And if this young man wants to make a impression in the music industry, especially in our community, a video is definitely needed. Video is definitely needed. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So guys, that is our take of Raw today. I hope that we shed some light. I hope we bring some positivity. And most of all, encouraging
Mm-hmm.
each and every one of our artists and our producers out there, and some sense of direction, some sense of path, because at the end of the day, yes, you're producing in the background, video, audio, and all of that. We're here in the front line, and we're listening to what the fans has to say, and we'll bring
Mm-hmm.
it to you raw, right here every Wednesday. Alan, if you
There
want
you
to
go,
close
ladies
out.
and gentlemen. Everyone, please be safe. We know COVID is very crazy all over the world. Tomorrow, I get my second vaccination. As we see that things have been progressing. Be safe. If you haven't been vaccinated yet, go and get vaccinated. Double check with your doctors if there's any concerns and things like that. But we need to make a step in the right direction, and I'm glad that you know we want to see everybody safe, man, and that's the main thing. So please do what you need to do. Once again, happy birthday to our brother WReaz. Is going to be celebrating his birthday next week. And to my brother Roshan, I will see you very soon in a couple more weeks. We have Everybody Loves Raymond in the NYC on October 16th. So I will be up there for that. I'll probably be live in the Raw studio. And so good night to everyone. And stay tuned. Follow all the different stations. Follow Team MMR. Follow Abby Tunes, Weeting Radio. Tomorrow night I got Ricky Jai. And don't forget, also check out We Boy, West Indian Chutney Music. He's been doing a lot for the culture. It's a non-monetized channel. Make sure and subscribe because everybody's music has to touch that channel. All right. So you all be safe. Have a good night. Sitaram namaste. Salam alaikum. We gone.
All right, take care, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.